Peter Svidler concluded the Geneva Grand Prix with a fine victory against Hui Fan. Peter, how did the game go for you?
Well, I spoke to Maxim yesterday on Skype, and he said, "Can I help with anything?" I asked him, "Can you play instead of me?" And he said, "No, that's not going to work." And I said, "Then you can't help me." And then he said, I saw Hui Fan play this Starosh, and you should pay attention to the game I played in Minsk. And this is basically his game against Shimanov in Minsk, which he didn't win, but it's a very interesting idea. And he told me some details. I obviously couldn't remember anything, but the fact that I kind of knew the basic ideas and could play fast in the opening when she already had to start thinking up the d5 was obviously a huge advantage for me. And what she played after Bishop b7 Rook e1, I think maybe is not the best. And also it was quite easy for me to play because it looks like a Grunfeld at this point. And I lost so many games to Kramnik, for instance, with white just queening this d-pawn, you know. So for me, like, understanding how white should proceed in this position was quite easy because I've had so many bad experiences on the other side of these things. And yeah, I mean, coupled with the time disadvantage, it all went reasonably smoothly. But yeah, I don't know what I would have done without that Skype conversation, frankly.
Okay, overall, how was this tournament for you?
I think in general I haven't played this badly in a while. Despite finishing in +1, I got extremely lucky in a number of games. I mean, I was completely lost yesterday. Was Worse close to lost against Shah, worse close to lost against Li Chao. So normally after the tournament finishes, I feel like, yeah, I missed a lot of opportunities. Here I have a feeling if people actually punished what I was doing, I would finish in a serious minus. Yeah, probably playing as much as I'm playing this year at my age is not such a great idea, but who knows.
You said you're receiving more invitations than in previous years.
Well,
what is the difference?
Well, there's more of them. That's the major difference. But I don't know why. It's quite unexpected. For instance, last year in the Singfield Cup I scored -2. I barely won a game. Played like a zombie. Well, it was a little bit to do with the fact that the invitation came so late that I basically had to travel immediately from Biel and was jet-lagged out of my skull for the entire tournament. But I still played like a zombie, and somehow got a return invitation this year, which I'm very grateful to the Singfield organizers. I'm not complaining, I'm just surprised. So, yeah.
Okay, it was a nice surprise. I wanted to ask you about time management, since you mentioned it now, and Timur Rajabov, who is the leader of the tournament, was also speaking extensively about this. What do you think, how important it is to be able to play this fast in the opening as you did today and to gain some time?
I almost never manage, but when you do manage, it gives you a huge boost for the rest of the game, because the way I've been approaching openings these days, I mean, I normally spend like half an hour on my first 10 moves. Even if I know my first 10 moves, somehow I still find things to think about. And then this time is sorely lacking in the time trouble. And of course, time management is a huge part of the modern game. With the amount of information you have to process, you have to somehow, create some kind of a system where you're not in time trouble every single game.
Okay, thank you, Peter, and hope to see you in future tournaments.